presidential candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, Mr. Rabiu Kwankwaso, is promising to make education a priority of his administration if voted as president. We're speaking today at the inauguration of the party's presidential campaign council in Abuja. The former Kano governor says that he will provide compulsory free education by building 500,000 classrooms across 36 states of the Federation, which will accommodate the over 20 million out-of-school children. Is also promising to address the security challenges facing the country and provide employment opportunities for the youth. Let's get some insight on what NNPP did today and perhaps some of the reasons behind the inauguration of the Presidential Campaign Council. I'm being joined by a former member of the House of Reps, a federal lawmaker, former federal lawmaker, and also a candidate of the NNPP for the federal house in his constituency and the spokesperson of the NNPP presidential campaign, Honorable Jibrin. He joins us live here in our Abuja studio. Thank you so much indeed for coming.
Thank you so much, Sean.
46 days to the election and you're just inaugurating your campaign. Why?
Well, the inauguration, it's a formality. And if you followed our activities in the last couple of the weeks, couple of months, you'll know that we've set the ball rolling even much more earlier than the three other political parties that are trying to compete with us. We've been going around, we've been holding our town halls, meetings, we've been opening our offices all over the country, meeting all the stakeholders and the rest. And majority of the people that were inaugurated today have been part of his the political family, the transition from the Nigerian movement, then all the way to his movement after leaving the PDP. They've been together, and everybody has been doing his own part of his work. I know that generally when people see the news today, they will say, "Oh, they're just setting up their campaign council." No, the campaign council has been working, but it is important to just fulfill that formality that people are being inaugurated today. But all the while, we've been working.
I mean, you're not a newbie in politics, so I probably wouldn't need to be talking about the rudiments of political campaigns and what can assure a politician to win an election. And I mean, I'd like to ask, how has your campaign been going? Because your party and your candidate has been seen, and permutations have also been that it's probably the fourth leg in a 4-horse race. That is how this campaign has been described.
Well, again, that is absolutely wrong. It's incorrect. A lot of people, you know, using pools, all sort of arrangement to be able to throw around a kind of a perception in the public. In the last, as I've just explained it to you, he's been doing a lot, and many people calls it the 11th wonders of the world. For him to have come up with a political party, go all alone, because a lot of his friends, the so-called big men, were doubting the fact that perhaps they underestimated his connection with the masses of this country. Within months, set up the party, go through congresses, go through primaries, at the same time going around the country, setting up offices. In terms of the campaign, he's done much more than all the presidential candidates. He's not going to states. None of the presidential candidates has even gone up to 50% of the states. But Kwankwaso has gone to over 400 local governments. 400 on record. 400 local government. A documentary was launched today, and you would see the videos, the pictures, and all the towns and the cities that he has visited. And before the election, he will be able to finish up the 774 local governments that we have in the country. It's unprecedented, and that's why sometimes we complain that perhaps the media is not giving us fair coverage that we have. I'm sorry.
Maybe you're not positioning yourself.
No. I'm sorry to mention
No, because you politicians always blame the media.
In terms of, we
are easy to be blamed.
In terms of the practical campaign,
yeah,
I can say this not because I'm a member of the
your
NNPP,
party has not, your candidate has not been captured
much more than
in the science of the polls, in the science of the permutation. Your candidate has not been captured favorably.
I'm so glad that you brought up that issue. I was so happy when you mentioned that. You see, because we've also been in the trenches campaigning and the rest, we haven't had time to respond to a lot of issues. The last one that came up was from somebody that I respect so much, the ITBC man, the bank,
the founder of Anna Foundation, Stanbic IBTC,
Atedo. Come on national television, and you're just reading figures without basis, without a foundation, with nothing, absolute nonsense. You can't come on national TV and you talk about Kwankwaso in northwestern Nigeria, and you say he's going to get 6% of the vote. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso,
is he the one saying
in
that?
northwest of Nigeria?
Or what
they are talking about the pools. So what we've discovered about these pools that are coming, you see these pools, we can go into the bedroom and arrange a pool and just shoot it out. And you say this one will get it, that one will get that. But when we notice, we've come to a conclusion that some people know that they are going to lose the next election. We are going to win the next election. They know they are going to lose. So they are setting the grounds to reject the results. And that is why you see these polls coming out without credibility. When you ask them, who are those doing the polls? Who are in their boards? How do they even get this? Where are they getting their data from? And somebody will tell you that he called Kanu, where unofficially we are over 20 million. Officially, just slightly less than 10 million, the census figure. Somebody says he calls 200 people in Kano, or he calls 150 people in Kano. Do you know even what you are, does he know what he's talking about? Now, talking about the campaign and everything that is going on. Look, Shehu, I have said this repeatedly in this program. You have the APC, you have the PDP, you have the Labour Party, you have the NNPP. The chunk of the votes that will always determine who wins the presidential election comes from the northern part of the country. And today, I keep saying it, for about 15 years, Buhari controlled that 12 million vote. Today, Kwankwaso is the one controlling the 12 million vote. Go to the northern part of the country, you will see reality. Not even Buhari can control that 12 million vote.
Why?
And that is why you see most of the candidates.
Why do you think he can?
You see, let me tell you, the law of diminishing returns. He has already done his own, everything supported for about 15 years. I'm not talking about what he's done right or done wrong. I don't want to go into that. But it's a natural law of diminishing returns. He has done his 8 years, and those people, everybody, all of us that have supported him in the north, we said, thank you, Baba, you've done your own. Go home. And he's going home. And that is why you see, you can tell. Do you need somebody to tell you? You don't see anybody putting the picture of Buhari in his posters. I think that Buhari went to Adamawa today. He should look at the road and see all the people that are saying, come and campaign for us, come and campaign for us, come and campaign for us. When you have a national leader, even when he is not contesting in an election, you want to put his picture.
If you're not campaigning for Kwankwaso, you probably would have been doing that for Tinubu. In
Yes.
fact, you are probably the first man. Just a moment. No, hold on.
Can you just hold on? That was in 2020.
You don't even know what my question.
Go ahead, please.
Is your conscience? Is something
No,
that?
it's not.
Just hold on. Let me ask my question. I mean, if you were not campaigning for Kwankwaso, you probably would be doing so for Tinubu.
Yes.
And you left the APC, and now you are saying that there is a law of diminishing returns for Buhari in terms of the votes that he has, the capacity.
He can't have that.
But the question is that you don't think that as he went up the stage today in the northern Nigeria, Buhari is no force and Tinubu cannot benefit in any way from Buhari's advantage?
There is nothing. He's not going to benefit from it. And that is why when APC, when they do their analysis, you know, all the time, they talk about the PDP. And they say, oh, PDP lost Kwankwaso. PDP lost Peter Obi. PDP lost 5 governors. Yes, PDP is in crisis. Not only crisis, PDP is in a mess. But APC is even in a more challenging and in a more damaging situation.
Can you explain that?
One, that 12 million vote is not there. Two, when you say Kwankwaso left PDP, the assumption is that he left with only PDP people. No! Many people from APC joined him. Where did I come from? Am I not coming from APC? We have all gone to APC. Look, as it stands today, trust me, APC have lost about 70 to 80% of its support base in northern Nigeria. So by the time Kwankwaso mop up those votes, particularly in the northwestern part of the country, put it together, and now we're making significant inroad in the southern part of the country, we'll be able to win the election.
Let's talk.
I don't see, there is no miracle on earth. Let me tell you this, Sheung, no miracle on earth will make APC or PDP win the next presidential election.
Really?
No miracle on earth.
So will we win?
You will see what will happen.
No, can
the fireworks, we are winning the election.
Okay, so and I want to know, you don't have any state that you control as a political party. No single National Assembly member. No single state assembly member.
Wrong. Wrong.
Which state assembly member do you
Wrong.
No, tell us.
I'm telling you, wrong.
I mean, I stand to be corrected.
Go to the record in the House of the Representatives. We have, in fact, that's why people are even praising us. When some people are placing Labour Party ahead of us, they say, how can you place Labour Party ahead of them? When a lot of members are jumping camp from other parties coming into APC, we have senators that have moved. The person contesting in Bauchi today, who is going to be the next governor of Bauchi, is a sitting senator. He moved to NNPP. Even in Kano, we have almost about 10 members of state assembly. A lot of other states, many members. So you see,
good to know that.
You are probably getting this information from Atodi side, Peter's side, and the rest.
That's the assumption.
Be careful with all this Googling thing, and you just get information. Research it. We have members everywhere, serving members. We have serving senators.
It's amusing that you're saying that, but I have known you for several years, and you've known me. You know me for several years. I'm not one of them. I'm a thoroughbred. So let me ask the question, and I'm happy that you are able to point out the lawmakers that you have. I'm pointing to the fact that the issue of structure that I'm going to mention. Now, you said you're going to win this election. Give us at least 10 states that you think you can win conveniently and comfortably as a political party in the presidential race.
Kano, Katsina, Jigawa, Kaduna, Yobe, Taraba. How many have I given? You know, I don't want you said 10. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have just said, okay, take 90% of northern state. So I'm just going to do the counting. Zamfara, Kebbi, all those are our states. Nasarawa. So
give me an understanding how you are going to defeat the PDP and the APC in some of these strongholds which they hold presently.
I have told you our route to success. Do not always, significantly, do not always tilt to a particular side. The northern vote would come in bulk. It is not going to go into pieces. And because of the credibility of Kwankwaso, because of the performance of Kwankwaso, because of the trust that the northern voters have in this gentleman, so Kwankwaso is going to mob substantially the vote that is going to come from the northern part of the country. I've just explained that to you, that Kwankwaso is the beneficiary of the Buhari 12 million votes. Certainly, another politician will have to come up to inherit that. And because Buhari's politics is common as politics, it's masses base. None of the surviving northern politicians have that connection with the masses like Kwankwaso. They will go that way. I'm telling you, he's holding it. You see what we are saying is going to happen in the next 5-6 weeks. You will see what I am telling you. And that's why when you hear people even go to Kano and somebody say he's looking for vote in Kano. In Kano, you are looking for vote. In Kano. Do a simple experiment. I'm saying this on national TV now, and I want everybody to experiment this. Take Kano from one end to another. Maybe you take from the access road to Katsina, then you come out in Kwana Dangura, Zaria Road. Take a vehicle and put a song of Kwankwaso, drive to and fro. Put a song of Atiku with loudspeaker, drive to and fro. Put a song of Tinubu, drive to and fro. Put a song of Peter Obi, drive to and fro. come back to the studio and tell people what you see.
So
these are the practical pools, not a pool that somebody sitting and put outside the house and making
you're a politician, so you will say the thing.
Then you will see the reality.
Now,
you will drive past mechanics, artisans, food sellers, traders, motorcycle drivers, and the rest. You know, those are the people you pass by the roadside. You pass through the town, the city, and the rest. Just song, nothing. So you will see.
Quickly, so you look at, you've mentioned some of these states that you think you are very confident, and I probably will focus on the real deal. So you have the KKK. Out of the 10 states that have the largest voting population, I'll take the KKK and some of the other states. I'm talking about the Kano, the Katsina, the Kaduna, the Bauchi. These are the 4 states that will command nothing less than 10 million votes in the northern Nigeria. Now, for example, you look at the crowd that came out for Atiku Abubakar and the PDP, and you look at the crowd that came out for APC and Tinubu at their different campaigns in Kano, especially when Shekarau came out to join the PDP. And you say those amount to nothing.
I want to answer this question cautiously, very cautiously. I just gave you an instance. I want to choose my words carefully. Let me tell you something. You know what happened in Kano? The rallies that you are seeing, our own outing in Kano was fully Kano, was just Kano alone. What happened in Kano last week is a combination of Northwest. People from all, in fact, northern Nigeria all gathered in Kano. Even at that, people were take clamp car.
What is that?
Take clamp car. That's why I say, let me choose my words carefully. Everybody was seeing it. It's been videoed now. It's been played everywhere. Everybody was seeing. They were fighting on the street and the rest. They would go to local schools, just give them money, push them in a bus. They go there and go and gather. But look at how organic Kwankwaso's crowd is. But you see, we will keep arguing about this. 6 weeks. 6 weeks, you will come back and say, I tell you this.
I will invite you. Not only that, you're speaking
let me even draw a conclusion for you.
So you are also
there is no party that will even get a 25% in Kano. Put a bet with me. No party will get 25% in Kano. So you have no idea what's going on there. You see, when we see people come to television will win
landslide in Kano, that's what you're saying.
Massively.
Now, the question
you know what?
Yeah.
And you know what? That is why he will have an advantage, because he's going to open his balance sheet with a massive advantage. Now, previously, why APC were winning the election was because Buhari was giving them the advantage of opening the election with that massive balance sheet of 10 to 12 million votes. They don't have it. And meanwhile, they are jumping up and down, they are celebrating. And you know, you keep thinking, how are they going to do that? Now, most of their governors, they've lost credibility. Maybe probably when you take out Rufai, 1 or 2 other persons, yes. But again, most of them cannot even go back to their state.
Let's wrap up this conversation and quickly. Why should anyone vote for Kwankwaso over the other 17 candidates?
Brilliant. Experience. Capacity. Performance. Trust. And this is the simple reason why 500,000 people, 1 million people will come out on the street of Kano to receive this man without spending money. Look, let me tell you something. Wallahi tallahi, that is the oath of a Muslim. Everything you see Kwankwaso doing, money is not involved. It's a miracle. See, look, let me just say this. Because I'm a politician in this country, I know what I'm telling you. When you see them gather people, they give money. The man doesn't. Nobody. So why, everybody, even a local.
The final question for you, because we're out of time, is that why is the talk of alignment with other political parties? Because the reason they're saying is that there is a possibility that there will be an inconclusive election based on the fact that there might be a second ballot. So why is this talk that Kwankwaso is shopping, or they're shopping for him for an alignment? Is your party talking to any other political party for alignment?
Now, this is what is going on, and all this is coming from the other three political parties, and probably they did their analysis, and they don't want to accept the fact that Kwankwaso will win with some margin. So they're consoling themselves by saying we will have a tie in such a way that there will be a second round. The issue of discussion, second round, whatsoever, and the rest never comes from NNPP. We're focused. We're straight.
So you're not aligning with anybody?
We know it's nonsense. We're not aligning with anybody. We're not pulling out with anybody.
We're out of time,
totally, yeah. They are already afraid. And they're going all around helter-skelter to achieve one of the two things. Either to diminish us in the eyes of people, that, oh, they don't have the strength, so we're trying to align with them, or to prepare the grounds in a likelihood, in an unlikely event that there's a tie, and we're going to go for it, for a second
Honorable Admomino Jibrin, spokesperson of the NNPP Presidential Campaign Council, and also a candidate for the federal constituency in Kano for under the platform of the NNPP, a former lawmaker. Thank you so much indeed for coming.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.